Live from DtV Studios, this is DtV News, DHS's news source.
Top of the morning to you, Davison. Today is Monday, April 30th, 2007.
I'm Sarah Kenny here with Nick Baker, and now it's time for your high school report. Underclassmen volunteers are needed to work at senior honors night and graduation. Please sign up in the principal's office. Any NHS member who has been removed from this year for whatever reason has one opportunity to appeal this decision. The NHS Appeal Board will meet Monday, May 7th after school in Ms. Elger's room. Prior to the meeting, you must have an appeal form from Ms. Elger's room completed and returned to Ms. Elger as soon as possible. If you have any questions, please see Nick Baker or Ms. Elger. Dance guest forms for prom will be available at the main office front desk today. Forms will be due by Friday, May 11th.
All student council members, there's a mandatory meeting this Wednesday at 8:30 a.m. in Ms. Kelsey's room. NHS members, there's also a meeting this Wednesday at 8:45 in the morning in the auditorium. Do you sing, dance, play a musical instrument, or have some other unique or entertaining talent? If so, now is your chance to put that talent on display at the Davison High School Talent Show. Tryouts for the talent show will be held Monday, May 7th at 3 p.m. in the auditorium. If you are interested in performing, please pick up an application from Ms. Kennedy in the choir room or Mr. Belpre in room 257. For all you bookworms, the library will not be open today after school.
The future of high school is changing. The incoming freshmen will have all new requirements. Melissa Harris is standing in Mr. Baisdell's room with the story. Melissa?
Thanks, Sarah. Administration is working around the clock to figure out new ways to bring in the new requirements while still allowing time for elective courses.
Our initial response was, no way, this is impossible, this is crazy, how are we going to do this?
It's a sign of the times.
Michigan has always been an industrial state.
An end to an era.
Those jobs are disappearing.
But now there's a plan to combat our state's current path.
In order to remain competitive in a global technology-based society, what we're finding is that we really need to raise the expectations of students and of schools with regards to preparing kids for life after high school in a world that's very different today than it was 10 years ago.
The Michigan Merit Standards will mandate 4 credits in English and math, 3 in science and social studies, and an additional credit in health, gym, and art. Overall, 16 credits will be chosen for the students before they even step into the building for the very first time, 4 more than the previous 12. Some say this will put a strain on the elective courses.
The increase in academics is going to have an impact on elective courses like teacher cadet, co-op, and our career tech ed courses like engineering, drafting, business management, and marketing. The impact it's going to have is that I think students are going to have to plan ahead, making a solid 4-year plan so they have room in their schedule as juniors and seniors for elective classes. My opinion about them is that I think it's going to take away some of the character of the high school.
Administration says this is no time for opinions, but time for action.
We don't have time to sit around and debate as to how we're going to do this. We need to increase the rigor. When we raise our expectations, then kids tend to meet those expectations and they tend to be more successful.
Melissa Harris, DtV News.
Once again, the new requirements start with the incoming freshman class.
Thanks, Melissa. There will be a second part to this series, getting the reactions of students.
Don't even think about going anywhere. Brett Schooley's up next with today's edition of DtV Sports.
DtV Sports. We're on the sports desk every day of the school week with unbiased sporting news and announcements for you. But it's also more than just news behind a desk that we do.
DtV Sports is out on the field gathering information and reporting it back to you.
And also bringing you actual footage from the game, so we don't just film football and basketball.
Our coverage shows any home game, from girls and boys swimming to track and field, and that is what we promise. DtV Sports, fair, balanced, and always there.
Hey Davison, I'm Brett Scully with today's edition of your DtV Sports. Attention athletes, sports physicals will be available in the McLaren Sports Clinic tonight at 6 p.m. The cost is $20 at the McLaren Sports Clinic Davison Racquetball Club, and physical forms are available in the main office in the athletic office. The lacrosse team is home tonight versus Ann Arbor. The action starts at 7 p.m. and come out and support your boys. There's also a golf invite this morning at 9 a.m. DtV would like to wish the team a best of luck. Well, that's all we have for today's edition of your DtV Sports. Nick with the rest of your news.
Thanks, Brett. An ACT preparation workshop will be offered prior to the June ACT test. The class will be offered on May 7th from 5:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. You may register in the guidance office. Pre-registration and payment of $42 are required. And as also there are great community service hours available in the GO. Come in and see what's posted.
The Visiting Nurses Services is sponsoring a summer grief camp entitled Camp Forget Me Not for students who have experienced the death of a family member or close friend. Volunteers are needed to assist in several areas. Camp will be held on June 23rd and 24th at Bear Camp in Lapeer. If you would like to be a volunteer at this camp and earn community service credit, please see Mrs. Horning in the Career Center. Training sessions are scheduled for mid-May. And just a reminder, don't forget about that talent show. This is the sign-up sheet that you can pick up from Mr. Belpre and Mrs. Kennedy. And that's going to do it for us today. I'm Nick Baker.
And I'm Sarah Kenny. Have a great day, DHS.